introduce to you Imam Muhammad Al-Asi. He is born in the United States, parents from the Lebanon, Syria area. He lives in Maryland, Washington, D.C. Over there, he is the elected Imam of the Islamic Center. He's the Director of Education in Maryland, of Islamic Education. He's a member of an international institute of contemporary Islamic thought. He's also a member of the Forum on Proximity of Islamic Faiths, which is a forum that is an intra-faith forum that discusses Islam with respect to different sects. He is, among his probably most notable achievements, he is in the process of writing an analysis and commentary on the Holy Quran, the Tafsir, in English, which is the first time such an attempt is successfully being done, inshallah. And he is on his roughly 10,000th page, is that about right? So, and that's about a third of the way in. So, I'm kind of looking forward to when it's done. I'm sure he is too. He got his bachelor's degree in government and politics in the University of Maryland, where he also got his master's degree in education. So, I'd like to introduce to you Imam Muhammad Al-Asi. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we start, I beg your pardon. We're going to start with a recitation of the Holy Quran, or not the entire Quran. Small section.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Before I bring Imam Asi onto the table, I just want to explain to those who are not Muslim, prayer times are scheduled for us, and we open new events and new things with prayer. It's part of the reason for this is that we need to bring ourselves back to the thought of what God's commands for us in this world are. No matter how important the issue is, no matter how incredibly critical the issue is, we must take the time, even a few moments, to think about why we are here, what God wants us to do in this world, which is to leave a better footprint behind us as we walk forward. So, I hope you enjoyed the recitation. Imam Asi.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I greet you with the greetings of peace and tranquility, and invoke the blessings and the grace of God upon each and every one of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to begin by thanking those who made an effort to be here. I know you probably had some other things to do at this time, and I hope that in the coming hour or two you will have realized that you did not go out of your way to come here. Actually, there was something that you gained by being here this afternoon. Secondly, I'd like to also express my appreciation and thanks for those who put this program together. Obviously, programs like this don't automatically spring into being. There are people, brothers, sisters, who cooperated and assisted each other in making it possible for us to convene here this afternoon. So my thanks goes out to them also. The subject matter that I'd like to focus on with your presence and your attention has to do with the bad press and the negative propaganda that Muslims and Islam nowadays, and for the past several years at least, if not for many, many years before that, have been the subject of. Anyone who tunes in to radio programs or is watching TV or reads the daily newspaper realizes that Muslims are almost a terrible thing. And this is not natural. People are not terrible by who they are, especially if they are Muslims. So there's something about this. There's something about this offensive presentation of Islam. And hopefully we'll try to put our finger on the culprits who are behind the malignment of Islam. There's a word that has come into usage in the past, I would say, several years, and that word is Islamofascist. We have not heard that word before. It would be very interesting to try to track down where that word originated. I haven't found anyone who researched or put a little effort to find out where this combination of wording came from. Obviously, when you say Islamofascist, you have the word Islam on one side, then you have the word fascist on the other side, and this is almost a contradiction in terms. You can't be Islamic and be fascist at the same time, and conversely, you can't be fascist and a Muslim or Islamic at the same time. So this is a very odd combination of words. But if I were to, and I'm a person who follows the media and does quite a bit of reading about subjects Islamic, if I were to take an educated guess, I would say that it's not far-fetched to trace the origins of the word Islamofascist to individuals or groups of people or classes of interest that are centered around Zionist Israel. To them, Israel is almost the center of the world, and any group of people who dare criticize or expose the policies and the practices of the Israeli government become targets.